Hello, what's up guys? Welcome to my YouTube channel. I'm Eliza_Jacob at my working station. So today we're gonna say, or we're gonna just quote a little bit of, is it worthy as Africans working abroad or Kenyans working abroad? Is it worth it? Or what are the pros and cons? Let me sit here as I do something I love. Doing something very try and appreciate it. Hope you're seeing me from here. So what I could advocate, coming abroad is a good thing. It's a good idea to come and work abroad, but is it worth it? What are the challenges? What are the pros and cons? First thing, I can say we are like these hands. Some of us it works, some of us it doesn't work. We are like these hands, you see the sizes. So, but what I can say, probably, if you have a good earning job or workplace, you're running something back at home in Africa, please don't quit. Just manage it and add extra thing like a side hustle to learn your business or to do something. But being hired abroad, no, it's a no. First things, let's say them on the table. We leave our families, we come here. There is boredom, there is loneliness, there is what we call racism. It is there. It is there. It's just that we don't say it. It is there. And there is neglection. There is people take you as how can I say, like not an option. Is this like, how can I say, like they take you like a substitute. With or without you they can do it, but all they need is your services. The problem we get when you reach abroad, where you've come from, maybe the villagers contributed for you to come abroad. Some of us, we just ran out of the villages without showing that we are going abroad. People just show us in the social media. So they don't get to understand how we came. So people think that abroad, money falls from the trees. It is not that way. If I show you outside here, you won't see money hanging on trees. The only thing you see is just vehicles, even no people walking around. Freedom, there is no freedom. No freedom at all. Even my neighbor, I will finish my 2 years contract, go back home without knowing the face of my neighbor, without saying hi, without them coming in here. That is how we make this. In our African culture or countries, you can lack soap or salt. Maybe you're far away from the shop, and you go to the neighbor and tell them, please, can I have this? Once I go to buy, I'll return it. Or they can also give you without asking you to return it. Here, if you don't have soap, if you don't have any basic needs, it's up to you. So you have to do 2 jobs. You have to multitask 2 or 3. That is why what we call remote jobs, online remote jobs, has come to be the best competitive kind of job, because it is lucrative. You can do it from your comfort zone. You can do it when you are in their home. Like, it works. It is helping many. We have people who sleep late and wake up late. Like most of us abroad here, people usually daytime, like now, mostly like now it's Ramadan. who are sleeping daytime, but at night, the whole night they will be awake. So mostly they love those jobs they work through online. So for us who have come from the other side, we have to toil and work. You have to look for connections, you have to look for an extra kind of work. If you have one type of job, the money is not even enough. If you want to quit, it is hard even for yourself to pay yourself ticket back home. Why? Because the salary you've been getting, the little cash you get or the more money you get, you spend it back home. So when you go back home, whatever you've been trying to invest or whatsoever you've been trying to support, some even they will run away from you. Once they see you, they won't even want to talk to you, most of them, because now you're not abroad sending them money. Now you're away from home. And then on the other hand, I don't know, they feel like there is those question marks or what. You find them distancing themselves from you because maybe there were some projects you sent money to be done, they didn't do it. Maybe you wanted to assist them. Some of us will come outside here so that we can change our background. Some of us will want to change the environment where we coming from, or we want to just. There are those people who come to look for money. There are those people who come because they've been depressed, but they are coming out here to release the tension. Like you're running away from trouble, and you come and get more peace. So that is what we undergo. Another thing, remember the food. Some of us, the food we are providing, and others they buy for themselves. Buying groceries outside here is very expensive. Basically, it's very expensive. Rent, paying for an apartment, it's worth half of your salary. We have black tax. We have the normal bills you pay, like for your car, if you have a car, the house bills, the water, the electricity, Wi-Fi, everything. No wasting time. No going. If you go for luxuries and bring other things for leisure, you have to be accountable. Accountability of high class must be taken. Like you have to reconsider. If you come out here and you want to party and do some stuff, you won't save anything. And on the other way around, what helps most of those who manage to do something back at home, sometimes you have to be selfish. You stop sending money for a while, or you do less so that you can save at least. But if you keep on like sending money every month now and then, you're the one paying the bills back at home, trying to please everyone back at home, because you're abroad, others they have value function. You should be included in WhatsApp, wedding, celebrations, graduations, birthday, any visitation, they include you. So without knowing that also people working abroad here, we get salary once a month. The only thing which differentiates us working here and back at home, most of us, the kind of job we are doing here, mostly we use our skills, but it pays good than back at home. And that is what makes us continue coming or sticking to be abroad. But for the reasons, if you ask someone like me, if wishes were horses, I can tell you it's better back at home. It's better at home. If you have a place where you're working and you get good cash, you can be employed, you can be self-employed, as long as you have peace of mind and freedom. Here, outside here, there's no freedom. You have to work. If you are sick, you are not sick. You have to adapt to the rules. If you are sick, most of us, we don't have sick leaves. It is there, it is written under the documentation, but for the real thing, of them, when we reach abroad, maybe you're used to share, to give, to talk to them, to do something, and it reaches me sometimes. Maybe you're questioning things directly. Maybe you had a project, maybe you had something to do with anything back at home. When you try to question them, or to be accountable, you want to the accountability. Okay? When you need things to be like transparency, it becomes like now you're creating enmity. That is the issue now we face. Like those are they become now like family language. But we are not supposed to ask, I send you 1 shilling, what did you do with it? Send you 5 bob, how did you manage it? They don't want that to be accountable for it. They don't want questions. Another thing, we are also humans. When you wake up in the morning, by the course of the day, just text, write a message, good morning, good evening, how are you? Sometimes we care so much about people back at home, but they don't care. For them, they see as money machine. Machines for making money. That is it, for providing. So they only find people greeting you, giving you like, how can I say, consideration. Like they want to talk to you, which is the time they're in need. It's the time they need your finance. Come from late 20s when it's heading to end month. From 15 there, some they will pop up once a month to the month, or 2 days to the payday. Some people are now so sweet, they are keep talking. How are you? Good morning, good afternoon, how was your day? So that when the day reaches, they will just ask you like, kindly, can I have 2K from you? 3K, 10K, I have a problem. But in the real sense, you've been struggling up and down. Nobody has ever remembered, like asking you your whereabouts, your health, how are you doing? They will only talk to you when they need something from you, but the rest they don't care. Sometimes even they forget that you have other responsibilities whereby they could be helping you, like to be like an overseer, or to see it for you and tell you something is not okay in this side. Things will break off, which are your responsibilities back at home, but they won't be there to help you out. So if someone will ask me, what if you were told today you wish to stay back at home or stay back abroad, I will tell them, you have learned, you have a source where you're financially getting something from. Please work hard. Work hard back at home. Be strong. Be thankful. You go to your house, come out. You go to the farm, you do other things. The only thing you need to do is to manage your bills and also do more. Like you're an entrepreneur, you're a farmer, and if you can achieve to do other things, do them there, because back at home we have plenty of freedom. Out here, even most of the times, like me, you see most of my videos, I'm in uniforms because we don't have that time to enjoy. No time to enjoy, no time to have fun. Even if you want to go out, you can. Sometimes, like praying, you pray where you are. Of course, others, they have that time, they can go out. So, life is different. And now, this is a circumstance I'm saying, like, also in the Middle East, places like Qatar, Dubai, Saudi Arabia, Lebanon, Kuwait, Oman. Those places, not everyone gets that chance to enjoy. It's everyone, even sending money back at home, sometimes it's hectic. Sometimes we have language barrier, poor communication, poor production of work. Sometimes you have to multitask. Also the food is not the same as the other one you used to consume back at home. So sometimes you find like others are using more harsh or hot spices, which affect us because others were not used to that, But it doesn't mean that everyone is passing through the same. There are others who fell into good hands, better hands. They have done a progress. They are keeping on doing good things. Like you find someone, they support you, and maybe a good host. At least they will consider considerable. So it helps someone. Like once you have peace of mind, everything goes okay. But when you have a hectic situation, tough moments with your host or your sponsor or your employer, those are the words you use here. It is hard to maneuver, to make all your endeavors go swiftly. So it is tough. It is not easy. But if someone will ask me, would you wish to advocate someone to come? Yes, come and try. But let me tell you, the best thing I can say, come and try. 1, 2 years or a few years, you can make your finances, go back home, settle, and make a lot you want to do, and also be with your family. As long as we're making this cash, family matters a lot. Family means everything. That is why you find the ones we are working for, they care about family. We work for them while they are having fun with the family. They are bonding together, while us, we are separating from our families. We are creating walls in the name of looking for money. So sometimes I advocate, if you are blessed with a family that cares, that minds, that loves you, that isn't discriminating. Even as when we come from families which are toxic. Remember, you have kids, you are a mother, you are a father. You need that bond, family togetherness. Let's make a little bit of cash, try to save, talk to your family members, and they will understand you so that they won't be misusing any cash you send. Some you send them money for basic needs, for doing some projects, they put money in their own way. So for you, you go back at home, you've been trying to do something, you've been wanting to progress back at home. You go, you find things in a mess. There are these little things people do. If someone supports you, maybe like someone says, I wanna buy land, we do farming or we cultivate. Or I wanna buy a vehicle, let's assume, and we put it on the road so that, or a motorbike, it can chip in some cash every day or monthly so that it would help us to generate in some cash. When I put a posho mill, you'll be grinding some cereals, you'll be doing some stuffs. When I put some maybe groceries, a grocery shop, and you manage it. If someone is willing to support you, and for real, the place you are is a good place, just look for a good position. Please don't take advantage of that person. The person who is abroad, anyone who is in diaspora, if they tell you their stories, if they open up their hearts, I think you will stop. You will regret where you've been hurting them. Any little amount you find or you receive from someone, it doesn't matter you generated, you contributed that person to go abroad. Look at the perspective, from the perspective of an angle, from where the person is. Is that person peaceful? Is that person okay? How is that person faring? Don't be that person who's hungry, yearning for what you get from that person, and forgetting the health of this human being. Mentally, you're not okay. If we could use motorbikes or vehicles to come back home, almost, I can say almost 99% will be back at home. Because sometimes you feel like, today I want to quit. No, I don't want to stay. Why? It is not easy. More so when you are not in your motherland. Another thing I can say, whenever you have a family member, you have a friend who is abroad, and that person has been so supportive, don't take it for granted. Never undermine that person. It isn't easy. We have hot or harsh climate conditions here. Okay? Sometimes you get sick, even you can't access the hospital because you don't have a medical, we call it a medical card or insurance. Sometimes you can have it, but your finances are not running on it. You have to put cash there. Maybe your host is responsible. The money you get, you do it, you send it to your loved one. Even you forget yourself. So, all I could wish is that before you take advantage of any immigrant in diaspora, be that person who shows love, who shows care, who considers other party, the other party. That's human being. If you have an agreement of support or doing something, project, make them work and make them run smoothly. Assume that you are the one doing it. Just assume that you are the one doing it, and someone fails. You don't sleep. Expect these people to stand for long hours. It's not a quantity, like a handful or something little to sustain their tummies, to get the energy. Okay, others they eat, they get full, others they don't. Not everyone. Everyone has a different story. Some are having it, some are not having it. But a great number is passing through hardship. The only thing that makes most go and come back is the amount of the salary. Like, it is here. Can I say it rejuvenates? Of course, the more you get the cash, the more still you send back home. You want to do projects, you want to do things, you want to praise your families. And that family sometimes even they don't reconsider. Those are the problems. If your loved ones are so caring, understand you, try to do a lot of saving. You can invest in real estate, invest in things which generate some good cash. Don't play with the penny, the little penny you're making, because time is going, time is money, time is flowing. The only problem we find, age also is moving. The strength, when you came, you were energetic. As you are going on, the strength is reducing. Maybe you didn't have a good communication to your family members, to your friends, or whosoever whom you left behind. Where will you go? How will you reach there? How will you be treated? Also remember, once you come from here, going back home, it is not easy. It is not easy to be in the society, like to fit. Remember, we've been like in isolation. Most of us we are isolated. We are like, how can I say, quarantined. Because tell me someone has been indoors 24 months, 24 good months without going outside, even seeing the sun. You eat, you work, you still go back to work. When the time is, you go, you sleep, you know. So sometimes the brain feels like busting. So when you go there, find fresh air, people are trying to talk to you, because now you've been addicted being alone. You are alone now. Things have changed, like people can't even understand you. Some think that you are posting like you're bragging, you have pride, but it's not that. It is the culture. You went and entered into a different norm whereby it's how can I say, it's enclosed, or it's molded you differently. Now going back home, you know, in Africa we are very jovial. We are so welcoming, friendly. At least every day I know my neighbor, what they eat, sometimes even what they eat, how they slept, how they woke up, what they did. It is that way in Africa. But out here, it's different. Even getting outside the gate, maybe I'll get outside the gate after 2 years. Others, they can go once a week outside or daily, but according to your flexibility and according to the freedom. Others don't have that freedom to access that. You know? So it is hard. What people don't tell you, it is hard. Not everyone who is having it abroad, not everyone who is enjoying it, not everyone who is making it abroad. Other people, mentally, they are ill. And mind you, remember that no one comes abroad if you're not fit to travel, like from the brain to the top. They do good. How can we call it? MRI? They do good medical checkups. They test everything from your back, your chest, everything, your eyes, your mind, everything. They will have to. And then there are questions they ask you. They check every part of the body. Also, when we reach here, the same is being done. Yeah? Before you start working, most of us, maybe 1%. I think it's 1% that doesn't do that, but a great number, they do that test. Medically, you have to be fit, but remember, the longer you stay, the longer you get affected, the longer you get fixed into the system. You are plugged into the system. Paycheck, sending money back at home, taking loans. In fact, most of us, we are here, but we are taking loans, online loans from back at home to satisfy our loved ones, whoever even are not satisfied again. They will take a loan, they will lie for something, so that for them, just the name, like mtoto wetu wako majuu, ndugu yangu wako majuu, mama yangu wako majuu. Okay, those, like, my mother is abroad, my father is abroad, my sister is abroad, my uncle is abroad, you know, whatsoever the relative of mine is abroad. But you don't know the struggles, you don't know what they pass through. Sometimes call them, be that person who is active, because from the other side, I remember we are in our homes, we have the freedom. Like, if you have grown up, you have a phone, you can do anything with your phone. But here, we even have time to put our phones away because it's time for duty. You get? There is a time you can call me I want you to say that is how serious it is. That is how serious it is. So I usually feel like how I wish everyone from the other side will understand, will know what is happening on the ground, so that they can respect anything someone supports you with, and also mentally check on this person who is away from home. What I can say that I've learned, the more people travel out here, most of us, the more generous you become. It is that. Like, you want to please your family members, you want to be that provider, like never before. You want to make the place where you came from better than you found it. But if they are not doing it, remember, you go back and find everything the way it was. And remember, that time when you go back, you won't be having all the energy to be asking questions and doing that. So what will be happening is creating enmity, because you'll be taking a fallout. Like, I sent A, I was expecting to find B, and this happened, what happened? So they don't want that. They don't want that. So another thing, it is tried several times, it is not working. Sometimes it is good to call it a quit and have that thing called self-love. Care about yourself, and try and do it another way around. Just tell them the truth. If you are not, you are just trying to do this and that, it's not working. Let me also take care of myself. Let me plan. When I will come, I will do it. Some send money for construction. When you come, you don't find the house being constructed. Send money for land to be built. You come, you don't find it. Send money for school fees. You go, or you're being called. The school fee hasn't been paid. So traumatizing, also being away, and the worst thing is that you cannot reach that place, that exact time you are leaving, because the distance, that is the barrier. So even if we make this money too much, and whatsoever we are making for, or please trying to please aren't seeing, it is also in vain. So anyone abroad, I would just pray that and wish that whatever the desires of your heart are, take your money, save it as much as you are helping. Save, remember yourself. The time will come when you go back and no one will look at you, because they only saw you as your hands are so beautiful, but they forgot your heart, because your hands work and you send. So they loved your hands, not your heart, not you. They loved your sweat. So when you be there, they won't acknowledge you being there. In fact, when they will be seeing you, they'll feel like it's, can I say, a bad wind has come? They're seeing a bad wind. So try to focus on yourself and let everyone know that whatever you are doing, you just came to try your best. First, to change yourself, and then the rest will follow. And when people understand, and if those people who care, ask them, peace of mind is paramount. Respect is reciprocal. Let them not use you as a machine, as a tool, because as time goes by, other people you find them, You've done a lot of progress than you who was abroad. Why? You support, you support, you support, you support. You forget yourself. Like, even if you say that this cup usually gives, the cup once it gives, it keeps on giving, giving, giving. Once this cup becomes empty, who will give it? It has to look for something to put it back. As much as we say that a hand that giveth is blessed, also remember that this cup also needs something to be put again so that it can be refilled. I had a lot of pain. Since I'm doing something here, I go with style. Still in Ramadan, we must fast. When we have a heavy schedule, I have to pop up and start cooking. Apart from there, we have other things to clean. I told you, we have to multitask to make ends meet, to make that paycheck, to make that cash flow in the bank, so that we can support us, so that we can give. But apart from there is one thing I'll just ask. There's that one thing I'll ask. Don't take it for granted. Let me put this off 1 minute so that I can talk to you. Don't take anyone for granted. Oh. I'm having some shadows here. Sometimes I have to talk while you're working, because we don't waste a minute. We have to satisfy the client. These are my attires, because once I'm on duty, I have to run. To make it happen. Let me open the window. Yeah. I want to sit down here so that at least I can share 1, 2, 3. So before you question someone so much, why didn't you do this? I asked you for this, I did this for that, and you are not there, or you are just keeping quiet. Money isn't plucked from the trees. You see, we just live the simple way we can, because we don't want pressure. The pressure we have is too much to handle. Sometimes even ourselves, we forget ourselves. Sometimes even we forget what brought us here. You know, so it isn't easy unless someone has to remind you. You know, someone has to remind you that, baby girl, baby boy, it is your turn. Like now, we have started summer. We sweat, my friend. You sweat. The climate is different. You sweat. You have breakouts. Mentally, you can't work. There's a time now. At least I'm okay. When I'm working, my feet, the veins become sour. Like here, these veins become like green. More so from the feet, backache. It is not easy. It is not easy. How I wish families, friends, relatives back at home, they know how mentally we get affected. Sometimes we need them. Those moments, like when the weather, the climate is so harsh on us, we feel like running away. Stress becomes like something different. And let me tell you, when it becomes to that extent, our hosts, most of our hosts, because of financial stabilities, they learn out, they go to different cities, different countries, to where the weather is so conducive, maybe 1 week, 1 month, 2 months, until everything cools down, they leave you there, you're still working. So let me close this thing. So sometimes, as much as we make money, the mentality of making money, but mentally here you're not stable, you're not doing progress, I couldn't advocate that. I wish anyone and pray for anyone who has just come abroad, come and figure out, do your best, do your thing. Home sweet home, no matter what, east or west, home is sweet, home is best. And sometimes people yearn. Even when I was a child, I was yearning, like, when one day I would go to America, one day I would go to USA, one day I would go abroad. Abroad is just a name, my friend. You just come and see for yourself. It is not bad. Just come and experience. Abroad, you reach today and then you won't finish even 1 week. You wish to go back to your country because there's culture shock. Things are being done differently. That freedom you get from your motherland isn't there out here. You have to multitask. If you can manage, you can work more than 2 different jobs. People work from 8 hours to 12 to 14 to 16 to 18 hours. That's a human being. A human being. And remember, the following day you are needed the same time. And let me tell you, here abroad, it's not like in Africa. Africa, we have a tendency, like, if you have like, say, an appointment at 10, you just show up at 10, 15, 10, 20, nothing. Here, it's absolutely that time. If you miss, it's done. There are fines to be put. There are other things to be done. It is not a joke. If you have an appointment, maybe let's say at 3, by 1 you should be around that area. Even in hospitals, it's an appointment. Even if you get sick now, my friend, it's not like in Africa. I'm sick, you run to the hospital and you're being served immediately. Here, it's an appointment. You book it online, you go there, you do the booking, like, blah blah. Hey guys, let me tell you, things are being done through the system, systematically. Unless it is an emergency, that is when it is done. But everything is procedural. It looks beautiful. It's like everything. The infrastructure abroad is so significant. It's so magnificent. But it's worked on. It's being worked on. More effort has been put. More effort has been put. We also have homesick. Like us Africans, we have ugali, fufu, and other foods. It's hard for us to access them. Most of the things are here, but organically finding them, it's very expensive. Everything you use, you have to pay for it. It's not like in Africa. You can go to the farm, you pick something, you can pass by the road, you pick some leaves, you mix some others, and then you are like done. If it's medication, you can just go and pick some herbs. You can ask for your neighbor something from the farm, and then you heal. You take, you heal. Here, everything is systematic. Live abroad, how I wish everyone could come and see for themselves, because sometimes it is hard. A Kisi proverb says like, like when you see it by yourself, it's not like when you hear you know, like when someone will tell you something, you will despair it, but when you will see it, you will feel it, you will know. My friend, sometimes even you can be earning 100K. I have 1 million, but you don't have peace of mind. Why? Homesick. You can make good money, but sometimes even you can't afford to pay your ticket, because the money you pay your ticket is extremely hard. It's extremely expensive. You prefer like, let me push so that I can put a little bit. If I'm the one to pay for myself the ticket, at least in a couple of years, a couple of months, I'll be saving for that. It is not easy. The way you tasked to come abroad is the same way you work hard to go back home. Things are not the same. How I wish when you have a family member, a friend, a relative, I wish I had what you can be interacting with them so that you can know the reality. But also it's good, invite many if you can to come. Talk to others. If they have a passport, let them come out of your comfort zone, come out of the shell, come and see for yourself, so that when someone will be sending you something little, you will know how much expensive everything is, from transport, eating, paying the rent, accommodation is not easy. Live around that. Oof. Groceries, transport and groceries, my dear. Most of those people who don't have vehicles, a car is not a luxury here, it's a basic need. You need to have it, because petrol this side is very cheap. They pay like 50 riyal here. For now I'm in Saudi Arabia, it's 50 riyal, but that 50 riyal, that petrol can take them maybe 2-3 days. But that money is not cheap as that, as you see that. That's a good money. That's good money. Okay. But taking taxi, oh, is expensive. Taxi. So that is why, like, they advocate someone to be having their own vehicle, their own car. Almost everyone should have their own car. It makes work easy. As much as we undergo through the rest, all we want to do and wish that could happen is that everyone can visit and see. Because as much as we keep on telling you life abroad is hard, nowadays even we have a song, we have many songs in different cultures. In my motherland they say obogimama chengumbu nigo bore obosensi, like life abroad, it's so obosensi, it means something. Like, I don't want to finish that. It's so upset sometimes, it's so hectic, but we keep on smiling from the camera. When you say hi, we are yamming. Now someone is here to look at me and say, hey, you are Muzungu. Muzungu, this is being indoors. We don't get out so much. And also, as much as we get out, if it's cold, we cover ourselves very nice. If it's very hot, same. We cover ourselves very nice. We have to apply the sunscreen. Everything. We're using products to maintain our skin. Oh my God, how I wish you knew. How I wish you knew. Even supplements, do you know that supplements here are more expensive than the food itself? Most people earn good money, but supplements consume it, because here now the sun is too harsh. You can't go out for vitamin D now and then. A little bit, unless and otherwise you're that early bird. By 4 a.m. you're up when the sun is out. That fast sun, but you are chasing time because also you have other things you're running to. No time for that, guys. People are managing through those supplements like they have a chemist in the house. So try to understand that things are not the same way as you see them from the camera, As you see them from the screen, how I wish the way we are lonely, the way life here is so boring. In Africa, I can go and graze. If I'm bored, I go to my grandma, my relative, my uncle. Here, there's nobody. If you're bored, you can even die in that house. No one will know that you are dead. That is how unique it is. So, how I wish a great number can be speaking the truth, not faking it up. Tell them what you see abroad. Those ones who have managed to step abroad, invite them. If you have the accessibility, invite them to come. Tell more of them to make passports, good conducts. Let them not be in bad commotions. They be in good health. They find your chest is having maybe something like a smoke, something, you can't be allowed to travel. There are those things that they consider. You have to be fit to travel. How I wish I had my own way. I'll invite all my villagers, all my family members, all my relatives, so that they can come and learn. Because of course we have relatives, a lot of relatives. I have an aunt, I have uncles, I have more than 15 family members abroad. I used to complain, me, Riza, I used to complain, why can't they take me? Why can't they? Because I used to ask, I wanted to come abroad from the time I was in school. Someone had promised me, my innermost family member, the time I was supposed to come, I became a mother. So it didn't go the way it was anticipated. It became like a question up to date until I started coming abroad. Oof, guys, it isn't the way it is. Don't judge a book by its cover. Don't judge a book by its cover. Kindly open it inside and read it. That is when you know what you have at hand, how valuable it is, but you don't know. If you come abroad, those who have come abroad, they can tell you, we are blessed, highly blessed in our motherland. If someone will ask me, what would you advocate for those people who have not reached abroad? We have things like guavas. For me, I'm a chef here. Guavas. The guava leaves, they're so good. We have avocados. People with arthritis, avocado seeds, you can boil it 10 to 5 minutes and your arthritis will disappear. It's good for the bones. People with issues like with magnesium, avocado itself is good. Avocado, you can make something out of it for your hair. Avocado. We have okra. I advocate a lot of things, guys. If I sit down here and tell you what I've learned live outside here, Africa, we are blessed. We have a lot. We have bamboo stems. We have blackjack leaves. We have moringa. We have rosemary. There are a lot of things you can make good money. The only thing you need to do is infrastructure, like finances. A little bit of finance. You buy the appliances. You know how to preserve them. You know how to make them. You can go online and do that. You'll be making money. People are making money. We have a lot of content creators out here who are doing it. Things have changed. The only support you need is to be guided. Apart from being guided, as long as you have a smartphone, just a phone, internet or data, you're good to go. Another thing, as much as those people are trying to seek for employment, they haven't found it. If you have a smartphone, ask. Come to my comment section. Come to my description box. Up there. I have my WhatsApp number. I can help you. I've been an entrepreneur for the past 17 years. I've been doing things differently. But it happened because of my situation. I was left young at my early age as a widow 10 years ago. So to to maneuver in between, I did that. So me being abroad, it wasn't my wish, it wasn't my will. I couldn't come abroad alone. If I could come abroad alone, I would come with my family. Like if I could wish to come, I would come with my kids, maybe my mom, my dad. But since God made it, I came. I've seen what it is. Usually I just tell them, you can do this, you can do that. I saw the other day, cucumbers are very expensive. 40 bob one, 50 shillings. Cucumber, something you buy 150, a sachet of what? Is it 50 grams or 30? I don't know, 25 grams to 50 grams. You plant. Within 2 months, the cucumbers are there. We have the okra, 35 days. You're good to go. You're good to make your money. You plant okra itself, you can be a billionaire out of it if you are blessed with land. But people don't see that. 35 days, you start selling them. Countrywide, you can sell them abroad. Mangoes, the mangoes from Ukambani in Nairobi, they come. Like yesterday, I don't know if I took a shot. We just bought mangoes and they came from China. Hey, mangoes to Saudi Arabia from China. Mangoes from Kenya to here, and avocados. We can do better. We have the yields. We have good lands, good climatic conditions. Why should you underestimate yourself? You are blessed. You are blessed beyond measures. You are highly favored. You have it, but you are not seeing it. Skills. Out here, we are making cash out of the skills. So, all I just wish you is the best, because time is money. Time is money. Now it's 3. It is 3. You see? I don't know if you can see. It's 3 p.m. I need to go and start thinking about, hey, making the paper run. We work to see the paper, but if you relax, nothing like that. And remember, you have to sweat for it. No relaxing. Back in Africa, you can find people sitting by the roadside, but by the end of the day, they will go back home and find food. Here, nothing like that. You have to work for it, toil and moil. I wish you all the best and nothing but success. Remember that money can be made anywhere, but money is not everything. Family and friends mean a lot, Try to make that gap not to be too much long. It hurts us a lot. Also, us who have left our kids, our husbands, our relatives, our family members away, and we are here pushing. The only way we talk to you online, and sometimes even we diva of little petty things. Why? It is because people think that we are enjoying it. Not yet, guys. Not yet. We are not enjoying it. How I wish you pray for us. We come home safe and sound. When we come home, when you see us, don't look at the pocket. Don't look at the money. If we have it or we don't have it, just receive us the way we come. Give us a tight hug. Welcome us home. Treat us one of yours. And also, be ready to teach us how to survive again, because once we've come out here, we get a lot. We get affected mentally. Others, when we come back home, it becomes hard. Can we say to stabilize, to integrate, like to mingle, to be together, to bond? How can I say? Once you've separated something, it has gone for a long time. Even maybe it becomes tight, like to come again together, or to fix it. Accept us the way you see us, and also know that we went out to do our best. And if we didn't manage to make it, Don't hate us. Don't discriminate us. That's the reality. The reality. Truth. The truth about life abroad. Thank you for everyone who has managed to be here. It's been 1 hour. I've been your host, Eliza_Jacob, live from Saudi Arabia, Dammam City, Dahlan, Ashura. That is where I am. Much love. Keep on grinding until it comes out. Keep on pushing. Peace.